Revelation here. I want to talk briefly about police officers. I've had my own dealings with police officers. Like, I'm a preacher, right? So I just preach and I talk, and I don't do it on the street so much. I do it more, in my own time and on the internet and stuff. But I was recently charged with an assault, and someone at the hospital. I went to the hospital for something, and they said that I hit them, and I never hit them, and I spent 2 months in prison. And they were going to leave me in there longer because trial dates and whatnot, and the lawyer wanted to keep me in there, and I pled guilty to the charge because I wanted to get out of prison, because prison is it was in Lindsay prison in Canada here, and so I pleaded guilty. I have a charge on my record for an assault. I have probation for 3 years that I never committed, and someone said I punched a woman in the face, square in the jaw. It was made up by a police officer because they don't like me, I don't like them, and so when it comes to religion and whatnot, I'm going to say the woman of Revelation 17, please watch all police officers for their religion and for your religion, dear. And please watch all police officers and what they do and how they conduct conduct their activities with the criminals. Most criminals, like we're putting people in prison for drugs. Yeah, it kills people, so I understand that. But you're putting people in prison for a lot of good reasons. So the cops are good generally, but my experience, and I haven't had a good experience with cops. They came in my house and they tased me, and the taser didn't hit me because I have St. Patrick in me, and you can't tase me. So they tried it a couple times. That the taser hits me and it bounces off, and it's never stuck into me. And the cop flinched like it was a funny idea, and it bounced off me, and so I walked in and I go to the arrest, and I'm like, why are you in my house tasing me? The cops here have nothing to do, so they just like to pick on people, and so anyways, I'm not a bad guy. I have a criminal record now. I can't get a job anywhere, so I've been just because of my personal spiritual beliefs, and because of my preaching and whatnot, and maybe the local Masons called the cops on me or something, and I don't know. And anyway, so they came up with a fake charge of assault. I go to prison for 2 months. I'm in a cell with a guy. At least I got the bottom bunk because I'm a bigger guy. The top bunk's hard, and prison's a rough life. They got good food there though in Canada. That's pretty good. I liked all the meals. One time I was kosher because I have a Jewish diet too, and I like the Jewish Messiah aspect of things, and I don't know. Where's the Jewish Messiah coming? Like, I like to be a Jew, and but I don't. I eat kosher sometimes, and I don't eat kosher. And uh, anyway, so I'm in prison, and I don't think about religion too much in prison. A little bit. I had some religious experience in prison. I saw Hanuman and Jesus, and Satan was there a couple times, and Satan was sitting on the roof eating a stick. And then Hitler told me to hide my cigarettes in the wall. I didn't have any cigarettes, so Hitler was talking to me. He wants in on the mail system, and I don't know, Moloch, he's the king of Germany, so you might have to cut him in there. I don't know. I was going to wait for Prince Charles to honor him, but anyways, I don't know. Yeah, I've been in prison a couple times, and got charged with an assault, and so the woman in Revelation 17, watch on the earth of how the cops treat people, because a lot of times there's a lot of crooked cops out there, and like I didn't even do anything. I never hit anyone. And like the crooked cops, and they try to tase me and smash my room up, and the room they put holes in my wall, and they flashbang me with a flashbang just because I'm a preacher, and I'm not even opinionated. They just don't like me, and they go, and they flashbang my room, and they put holes in my wall. And my dad's 78 years old; he's trying to fix the walls, and it costs. We got to get new carpet in the room now, and that's my bedroom. So like, I got to sleep in my dad's bed because my fucking room was destroyed by cops for no reason. So it's insane, man. So there, there came to Revelation, right? It's eventually, but right now I'm just a pastor at a church with the religions and such, and it's just ridiculous what the cops do, and like the brutality, and like they bring in what they do in Canada is they arrest you. And then they bring you to the hospital for mental evaluation. And every time I pass, they put me in mental institutions. And every time they let me go, there's nothing wrong with you. I'm like, thanks, I'm clean and sober. I have a clean and sober mind. But you have to spend a month in the hospital. And like the doctors diagnose you with things like I was diagnosed with schizophrenia, so I have to get an injection. And they give me an injection for schizophrenia once a month, and it just makes me like tired. It doesn't do anything else. And then the doctors got me on this thing that now that I have an assault charge, which I didn't do, they have me on this thing where I have to go get the injection. If I don't get the injection, they're going to put me in a hospital. And it's like, I'm sane and sober, and sometimes I get a little angry because I'm a spiritual guy and I'm talking to different spirits and stuff, and they have opinions and they come down on me and they talk to me and stuff. But I'm harmless as a dove. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm definitely wise as a serpent, that's for sure. But the serpent aspect is also wise, where he talked to my grandmother Eve, and then he put a curse on her, and he said, you're going to be dead. So, my grandmother Adam and Eve, and then he did something there, I think. I'm not really sure, but he shouldn't have talked to her in the first place. He was lusting after her when my grandfather Adam was the one in love with her, and it's a form of adultery. And her species connections with Lilith right now. She's seeing if we can mate with other species throughout the universe. And Lilith, if you're not aware of, is the goddess and the queen and empress. And I gave her my soul and I talked to her. And you don't have to give them your soul to talk to them. But yeah, it helps sometimes, or they get affected. I had Lilith as soon as I had a statue of Lilith. She came in my house, and I saw her visually, and I saw her wings. I used to rub her wings for luck. And anyways, this is just my story. So the woman in Revelation 17, can you please monitor police officers worldwide? If I get arrested for this, I'm like, okay, we're spiritual. Like, it's abuse. The courts listen to you sometimes. The judges let me go every time. They're like, you don't do anything wrong, I'm going to let you go. But then they gave you 3 years probation for something you didn't do, and then you have to go to probation every month. I got to go along great with my probation officers. I have a counselor there. He just talks shit, and he gets money from the government. He does nothing. If the government wants to clean up institutions, like, I don't know, like, what are you doing? You're wasting money on this. It's just like the mental hospitals. Just keep people employed. They put you on. No one's mental. Like, no one's crazy screaming and stuff in Canada. We're all Canadians. We like to just be Canadian and be free, and we don't, we don't do anything unless you're a criminal that actually hurts people. And if you're a criminal that hurts people violently, yeah, you should be arrested. But there seems to be a lot of guys in prison that were criminals, hardcore criminals, and I had to avoid them and stuff. And I didn't talk too much about religion because I didn't want to get punched in the face or anything, because they're pretty hard in there. I got slapped in the face by a native guy once, and he hit me pretty hard, and hit me with a shoe, and then I challenged to fight him and his buddy, and they backed away. So you had to stand up for yourself. I didn't talk religion in there, and I just kept it to myself, and I didn't have too many visions or anything. I just kind of got some visitations from the spirit guides, and beyond that, it was okay. The food was good. It's nice to get out. I see my dog He-Man all the time, and they're Tiberius. He's going to be He-Man in the afterlife, and from the He-Man Masters of the Universe. And I don't know. I'm just ranting. My video's almost up. I could time limit here, and yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Mother of Revelation 17, can you please monitor police officers worldwide to see how they're treating people? And then they're judged accordingly for their actions. You can judge them accordingly, dear, and it's a private matter, and yeah. So if you're not familiar with your Bibles, you should read them, and you have a different religion. She's a worldwide religion. She can talk to Allah. Allah probably say yes. I'm a Muslim too, so I met a guy in prison, made me a Muslim. I say yes for Allah. She can do it for the Muslims too, because there's some Sharia law stuff going on there where they get beheaded for no reason. I'm also a Jew. You can do it for the Jews. I'm also Hindu. You can do it for the Hindus. And what else am I officially? all the pagan religions, and we'll just call what little is a pagan religion, and all them, and worldwide religion. And saw Hanuman on my chest when I was 8, and he gave me guidance and told me to grow big. And that's what he's not here right now doing this, so I might as well save some people, So if you get arrested a lot, don't worry, you got heaven watching you. God bless you all. Take care. I'm done.